Lovely morning as well.
Gorgeous out there, bit of sunshine for a change.
We're going to start with your special guest. Normally we leave the guest a little bit later, but we're going to start with your special guest this morning, who is
I've got two special guests.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to have, but I've got one of my favourite students, one of my favourite members of staff. So I've got a very nice, morning this morning. I'll start by introducing Bailey. Bailey is he'll hate this because he doesn't like any fuss. In fact, I've had to drag him in here today. Been trying to do this for about 3 years. I actually find him inspirational to me. He's just got, he represents everything that I think Lipson should stand for in terms of his bravery, his resilience, but he's just a really good human being more than anything else. And I've finally managed to get him in front of the camera because I want him to tell you about some of his table tennis. He competes able-bodied and he competes in some competitions with students with various disabilities. Bailey's been through a hell of a lot. He had a major operation just before his exams in year 11. Doesn't surprise any of us that he's bounced back. And his table tennis, it sounds to me as though it's going to different levels. I used to beat him, but I've stopped playing him now.
Did you shake your head there?
Yeah.
Bailey, tell us about your table tennis. I mean, it's a wonderful achievement, isn't it?
So I competed in the British Para Table Tennis National Championships, and I gained a bronze medal in the junior singles, and I won gold in the standing band B. So it was a really good performance.
And that's the way you just say it. It sounds as though it's a piece of cake, but it's not. A lot of hard work, a lot of training. Tell us all about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. I train probably over 15 hours a week, so it's a lot of commitment, but I really enjoy it. So
National champion, Rick, in anything.
I know, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Have you got any aims? People tell me that you're of a standard. If you keep on developing, that we could be talking Paralympics.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to go to Finland in October, and I'll be classified over there for my disability, and then compete in a tournament over there.
Where's the next Olympics? Remind me.
Paris.
I'll miss Paris. When's the one after that?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Oh,
yeah.
Rick.
We'll all go and watch that. I think.
So
School trip for that one.
tickets for his ex-head teacher and ex-head of year.
Yeah, that's
A few days in Vegas.
That
sir.
sounds
Be all
good.
right with it?
Yeah.
Just tell us about the part that Lipson's played in it as well, because Lipson has a good table tennis tradition, a good table tennis team, a good table tennis setup. So tell us about that.
Mr. Coulson's great. He really helps me, and I think he's helped me a lot over the years. Stay grounded, and we've had many matches, and that really helped me develop through my years of playing. So.
Does he beat you anymore?
No, not anymore.
Of course he doesn't.
Now, Bailey's in the sixth form, isn't he? He's a student who is very representative of our sixth form intake.
Yeah, we don't really give the sixth form enough credit. Kev Mee has got a really good setup now in the sixth form. He's built a team around him, and it's typical Kev. He's a bit like Bailey. Stays very modest, stays under the radar, and there's a danger sometimes we don't shout loud enough about the sixth form. The sixth form results last year outperformed the other results. The predictions look really good again, and the number of students going to their first choice universities and first choice apprenticeships and things from the sixth form is really impressive. So I probably don't talk about it often enough. So Bailey's not just here representing the PE department, Mr. Coulson, table tennis, but he's here as a sixth former, and I'm really proud to have him as a sixth former.
Brilliant. Now, your other guest. Now, some people do anything to get on this on this vlog, and your other guest, I believe, was a trick cyclist.
Yeah, he threw himself off his bike a couple of weeks ago. He obviously feels he's working too hard, so he needed a couple of weeks. He was banking on the sunshine. I'm glad to say it rained for 2 weeks. So he's thrown himself off his bike. Bit of attention seeking, really. And then I better stop there before I dig myself any deeper. Have you noticed he's gone a bit grey in his time off as well?
You promised you wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, it looks like he's been sleeping in a hedge. So, but he's gone a bit grey.
Mr. Mitchell, of course.
Mr. Mitchell actually had a serious accident, and we're just delighted to have him back. To say that we missed him with the year 11s at a key time would be an understatement. But you don't want me to say that, because I think he's only had about 2 days off in 30 years. He's had 2 weeks off. He don't like that any more than I do, but it's brilliant to have him back. And rather than do a year 11 vlog that he always does, I thought it would be a nice way of bringing him back into school and letting him do that via this one today.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
It's a
It's
pleasure,
great to be back. And apologies for being away.
The timing is good in some respects, isn't it? Because we're entering exam season, so that's very important for the Year 11s. Tell us about that. Are there any messages you'd like to get across to them?
We've just had an assembly this morning with the Year 11s, probably one of the last ones we have, apart from the Leavers Assembly, and it's just a real example of how wonderful this school is, but this year group in particular for me, and I know I'm biased. It's got the potential, as I say, the team and the group of students to be the best performing year group we've ever had, and I am full of confidence. Just before this actually we come back from Easter, I normally come back a little bit nervous, but this time they've got it. They've got it with both hands. They know exactly what to do, and they are on an amazing path. They've just got to keep that resilience when they're tired, and fatigue will creep in. It's just to trust us with the things that we're putting on, the interventions we're putting on, the period 6s we're putting on, just to soak it all up while they can, because come June the 20th, pretty much it's all over, and they would have achieved amazing things. But they've got to keep their foot on the gas now, and they understand that.
And we talked this morning, didn't we, Stu, about my dad always used to say about eating the elephant a chunk at a time.
Yeah.
I think I'm turning into my dad, which would be a worry for everybody.
Both are, I think.
Yeah, it would be a worry. But we're trying to say to them, look at it as two bits. So we've got a couple of weeks, is what we're saying now. 10 days to half term. Some key exams in those 10 days.
Yeah.
Then we have a little break for a couple of days, and then we come back and do the second bit. So that's the way we're approaching it with them. But they've been great, haven't they?
They have. They've been incredible. And there's little things going around the staff here. They just know the kids, and that's what keeps us here and makes this job the best in the world, you know. So I will be emailing you every week along with Mr. Boyce with a 2-week chunk timetable. Just put it on paper, stick it on the fridge so you know what's going on. But every day, the breakfast room, I've got a canteen for the Year 11s. It's been there since September. We're gonna move the opening time to 7:15 in the morning. That's free breakfast, bagels, tea, coffee, cereals, toast, whatever they want. And it's a wonderful atmosphere in there. And I did it a few years ago just to get them, used to call them exam settlers, just to come in, get a bit of food, come in early. But now it's turned into, it's morphed into this quite a nice continental feel. So now the sun's out and the doors are open, it's quite nice. Well, yeah. We need to get some chairs outside, a few deck chairs, but it is really nice. That's open from 7:15 every day, right until they finish in June. So keep your eye out for the emails from myself and Mr. Boyce. Encourage your children to come in for breakfast and hot drinks, because it's really good to see them, and it really does settle them before they go into their booster sessions, which will come out on the plan as well.
You're talking to the families, the parents, the carers.
Yeah.
But it's a two-way stretch, isn't it? If they want to contact you, they can. If there are things that are bothering them or questions they need to ask, they can contact you.
One thing with the families at Lipson, they do communicate really, really well. And they know I'm always on the end of the phone and the email any time of the day. And this time is crucial. So just don't ever feel that you can't give me an email or give us a call. I know you do. Keep it going, because it's really important.
Brilliant.
And we will, last thing for me really, just be assured that we've got our eye on their mental health and their anxiety and their well-being, as well as pushing them as hard as we possibly can. And it's a difficult balance to get right, but I think we're not far off this time, but keep talking to us. It's a team sport now for the next few weeks.
Brilliant. On that note, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.